Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. We are back. Big Rude is loving the song choice. Can't trust it. And ain't look, I'm loving this song too because every time I see this video, I get hyped. I get excited. Can't trust it. Whatnot. You got the Rodney King beatings. You got lynchings. You got Can't Trust It. You got Public Enemy. Every time I see it, I get hyped the hell up. And the hell up ain't the word I wanted to use. Say word. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Big Rude, and Jay Grizzy Green.
Yes,
thank you so much for hanging in there with us. Yeah, we hyped tonight, yo. Carl Banks has left the building, and unfortunately, we're not going to have him for rants, but we got Jay Grizzy Green, who is always here to fill in when we need it. Big Rude, what's up, brother? You ready, man? You ready?
I just got to say this, man. I don't know what it is.
Sorry, I don't know what it is, but when I see that video and I see them dudes in the plantation working, it just gets me mad. It just gives me one to
watch how I'ma stop.
I want fired up. He be
gives me hype.
He be fired.
Love me some Public Enemy.
Well, we at the point of the show where we wrap it up. We go ahead, we do our rants, we do our closings.
Can't trust it.
And as we do every single week, we begin it with your man Big Rube in his segment that we like to affectionately call the Smash. Big Rube.
You know, normally I say this Big Rube is a smash, but this week I ain't saying that. I'm kind of pissed off. And Big Rube ain't really pissed off, but today I'm a little pissed off. I mentioned a little bit earlier, but I'm really pissed off about this because I'm really, really, really mad of the ignorance that's going on in the under 21 category or under 25 or however they are. Really? I'm in the club and you throw a bottle at me? Have you lost your damn mind? First of all, throwing bottles, that's not even a real fight. As Riley said, you want to fight, you throw a chair. How are these people throwing bottles and Chris Brown got hit in the face? How you miss a bottle, man, coming to your face? Number one. Number two, this dude over the weekend, which really got me hyped. I'm driving from D.C., down to Hampton, and about 4:30, 4:40, 4:55, I don't know what it was. I'm listening to my Sirius, and these fools on Hip Hop Nation say, yo, guess what just came out? What just came out? A Chris Brown diss track. First of all, hold on. Last time I checked, Chris Brown sings. Now, I understand he trying to get his rap thing going on. I get that. But really? A diss track, dog? Really? First of all, let's look at Drake's history on diss tracks. He said something about Common. Common destroyed him in the BNU. And no, I'm sorry. That was West Side Connection in the BNU. He came with some diss track, destroyed the boy. The boy didn't even talk about it. Next thing you know, you see him hugging and kissing at a basketball game. First of all, if I'm Drake, why would you even answer this dude? Because you sing too. You just as bad. But I say all this to say this. How much ignorance can we take in a 24-hour period? Realistically. I mean, how much ignorance can we take on a day-to-day period? And these are supposed to be role models to people wanting to get in the game or just wanting to be people. So you use your Twitter as a way to do some more dumb stuff. I got a problem with these kids because they're children. I don't care if they're 25 or 30, they're children. They act like children. And it's so sad. Not even the fact that you're fighting about a girl. A girl.
Allegedly.
A woman. I mean, allegedly. But the fact that you make it public notice and then you don't worry about the other people that you hurt or damage, such as the nightclub, who now has to reopen without a liquor license. And this nightclub does $10 million a year. And they're reopening, and I guess they're going to serve orange juice all day. I don't know. Whoa. Did my mic just cut off?
No, you're good.
I mean, I don't know. And it's annoying to me that kids are destroying one person's livelihood or anything like that. So people out there, I understand. You may like all the celebrity BS. You may like the fact that all these people fighting do dumb stuff. However, when you're sitting at home and you have children and you hear about this stupid, ignorant stuff that goes on, do you tell your child, yeah, that's a good thing to do? Do you tell your child, no, that's a bad thing to do? What you should be telling your child is, if I ever see you act like this, I don't care if Twitter, whatever, real life, whatever, I'm going to beat you. I don't care if you're 25, 30. I don't beat you in public.
Beat him?
Beat him. Not whooping.
Oh.
Beat him. And I'm mad. I understand you want me to finish, MJ. I'm cool. I'm getting done, but I'm just mad.
All right.
And that's my rant today. It's my smash. And I'm just like, can we stop the ignorance, people? Not stop the violence. Stop the ignorance. STI. Stop the ignorance.
Big Rube is fired up, and I love it when he gets fired up. I didn't mean to wrap him up, but you know, we running out of time. We running out of time.
I didn't even know.
I did just call you out there. My bad.
Yeah, you did.
I was heated.
But when Big Rube gets fired up, it's always a good day. I love when this man gets fired up because he's the only man on the planet that I know whose passion rivals mine. So we're gonna move on from the smash. To our illustrious guest host, Jay Grizzy Green with Grizzy Scribes. What's up, brother?
Nothing much, man. Thank you very much for having me here. Always a pleasure to come down here and chill with the Ain't No Half Steppin' crew. My gripe today is, what is going on with the booty cheek implants, yo? What is going on with that? For real, let me tell you. I was watching a reality show, Hip Hop Atlanta, Hip Hop Girlfriends, Hip Hop Wives, whatever that show is now that's on VH1. And they actually got a broad going in there to show how she get her butt injections to make her butt look plump. Now, this just goes to show you how society has come 360 degrees. It used to be thin was in, and when I say thin, I'm talking about thin with no butt. You know, think of Cindy Crawford. Cindy Crawford ain't got no ass. You know, but now it's not just the sisters that's doing it. Now it's other races, other cultures that's doing it. It's like, really, do I know? It's this chick that's with T.I. down with T.I. called Iggy Azalea. Nice looking Australian. She's a rapper. Looks like she got butt injections. I don't get it. You know, I was watching Nicki Minaj last night. Nicki Minaj then turned around and then just, it was like whatever she had was painted on her, first of all. And I
Terrible.
You know, I'm not going to knock, because I say enough bad stuff about Nicki Minaj. But, you know, she's a great artist. She's getting her money, and I'm not knocking that. But I'm like, is it that much pressure? Is it that much pressure in the entertainment business to where you got to not just do a Michael Jack and alter your whole self, and now we putting stuff in your butts? I looked at Sammy Sosa the other day. Anybody seen Sammy Sosa lately? Casper. You can talk on this your show. Casper, yo, he done went. Who's like, what is going on? Like, although I strive to want to be a stand-up comic, look, people, you ain't gonna never ever see Grizzly. I don't know. It depends on how much money they offer me, you know. But that just blows my mind. So my gripe is, look, stop altering your body. Your body is your temple. That's okay. And there's a song out called what? Rube, you probably heard it. Snapbacks and tattoos.
Yeah, that song is whack.
It is totally whack. Now the
Terrible.
and I was talking to my son the other day. Happy belated again, son, to you, because he's in that. He's even saying, like, Dad, the music that they're playing now is so whack that I can't get into it because he
like
just
Rack
turned.
City.
Well, that's because he's at the age.
Yeah, he's at 23. He's 23 now, and I was like, well, I can't disagree with you, son, because it is crap. I don't want to knock on the younger generation, because I know that the generation before us probably had the same things they could say to us when we were listening to music, or had our, gazelles on, or had our shell toe with the fat shoestrings. They probably say, what the hell is going on with that? But the booty implants is just ridiculous. It's good. It's not even good no more to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just look ridiculous. It just looks ridiculous. I like a fat bottom just on a female that is just like the next dude. But this is ridiculous, and it ain't nothing better than a naturally shaped woman. So anytime you got to go and alter yourself, something like that, you really ain't hooking up with no dude that's about something, because he liking the portrayal of what you putting on. He ain't really digging you. That's Grizzy's gripes, and I appreciate y'all listening to me.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. We appreciate everybody that listened to the show tonight. We got you, Hakeem. We appreciate it. Tabitha Spurlock is a fan of the show. She is a guest of the show. She is someone who we appreciate whenever she graces us with her presence. So thank you so much for sharing with us the Spark of Life and everything that you folks do with that nonprofit organization. If you are listening to the sound of my voice, we appreciate you hitting us on the Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J fan page and sharing any donation that you may have for the nonprofit organization Spark of Life. That's an organization that is built for the empowerment of young girls, soon to be young boys, and we absolutely support them here on Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J. So we thank you for listening, we thank you for supporting, and we thank Tabitha Spurlock and her management team for doing that and here in our community here in Richmond, Virginia. I want to give a special thanks to Carl Banks. He stepped out of the building. He's gone for the night. He won't be giving one of his rants. Is not unusual. Unfortunately, tonight, him and Little Banks had to go ahead and step out. I want to appreciate Jay Grizzy Green for stepping in with Grizzy's gripes. And, of course, Big Rube, who did the second hour with us tonight with the Smash. I'm going to go ahead and kind of get into my moment. And, of course, we go ahead and talk a little bit about sports. Sports, of course, is something that we do here on our show. We want to kind of slow it down a little bit going forward, simply because ain't really a whole lot to talk about in July. Ain't a lot of sports to talk about in July and August. Not until, of course, the football season starts in late August and going into September. But I'm telling you got to love the passion that comes with being a sports fan. It's the pulse of life. Without passion, why live? Why continue doing anything without doing it with everything in you? And being a sports fan, of course, is no different. There are two sides of passion, like yin and yang, black and white, left and right, love and hate. You love your favorite sports team. Love them. You ride with them. Live through the winning streaks with the pride and the smiles. You suffer through the losing with the anger, attitude, and in some cases, tears. As a Knicks fan, I know all about the tears. Along with that passion comes a pride of repping your team. I'm a proud Yankees fan. 27-time world champion. I became a fan when they stunk in the early 80s, when Steve Balboni was back cleanup. I'm a proud fan of the New York Football Giants, a team that labored at the bottom of the NFC East when I discovered them, also in the early 80s. Of course, I proudly rep the 8 NFL titles, of course, 4 Super Bowls. Lastly, my Knicks, man. Those jokers elicit the kind of passion for me because they're the only team I rep who I have never seen win the chip. Mom and Pop J always remind me of the party they had in May 1973, a mere 13 months before I was born. That, of course, was the last time the Knicks won the chip. I've often had this conversation with Mrs. J, and she, of course, doesn't understand the passion that comes with being a sports fan. One day during a particularly stinging playoff defeat, after having thrown my jersey on the floor and refusing to touch it, she asked me, "What's the big deal?" Damn it! I responded somewhat irrationally. Graduations, weddings, babies being born, the Knicks winning the title, damn it, it's all of equal importance to me. Fanaticism. I love my sports, and I love my teams as much as I hate the rivals. The Boston Red Sox. They like the little brother whose ass you beat all the time. Every once in a while, he may smack you in the mouth, as my big brother would know, and you get a good look in. But at the end of the day, you're the Yankees. You are more handsome, you are a better athlete, and you are more popular than your little brother. I hate them damn Dallas Cowboys with a passion. I hate them.
Yeah.
I hate the Dallas Cowboys so much that Mama J grew up thinking that Dallas was a curse word. And to this day, she refuses to say it, even knowing that it's not. They are the Cain to the Giants' Abel, and our greatest competition as opposite as twins. I respect what they do as much as you can respect a hated enemy. And there's the Heat, the Pacers, the Sixers, the Celtics. You know, the Knicks have many rivals, but unfortunately, due to our own futility, we haven't put up much fight against any of them. I love my sports. I love the emotion. I love the passion. I am a fan, which is short for fanatic, which in my opinion is one of the only places where blind loyalty and irrational thought and behavior is not only accepted, but it's encouraged. Ask any person who has written Packers on their bare chest in Lambeau in December, or any nut who has run onto the field during a game. While we love our teams and we compete in total passion, we must be mindful of the opposite side, the hate. It is with great respect that I rail on the Red Sox, the Cowboys, or any of the Knicks rivals. It is in all good fun, and anyone who actually hates a rival or any other fan base because of who they root for just took it a little bit too far and done lost their damn mind. That's the Murph. Marcus's unrelated rant that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about here tonight. That's the end of the show. We appreciate everybody that listened. I want to say peace to all the stars in the squares and the abundance of water. The fool is thirsty. Those are the words of Bob Marley. Ain't no half stepping. Marcus J. We'll be back next Monday nights, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. GlobalScaleRadio.net. Ain't no half stepping. Marcus J. We'll be back next week. Peace.
Yes, sir.